Let's talk to Tim Harrison. He is the Head of Wealth Management at Linear Investments. Very good morning to you, young Tim.
Good morning.
Right, you're famous for saying Merger Monday and absolutely spilt my cornflakes at the weekend when I saw the headline Sainsbury's.
Well, I was just talking to one of my investors this morning about this. This has caught the city, in my opinion, totally on the unaware.
But Sainsbury's been a bid rumour since we were in shorts, right?
This is the case, but it's always been a case of an external party coming in for Sainsbury's, not Sainsbury's grabbing the bull by the horns and going out for Asda. Now, obviously, it makes sense in a lot of respects because obviously you've seen the Tesco Booker deal go through swimmingly, and that has put the other three, the Morrisons, the Sainsbury's and the Asdas, on the back foot and looking for something. Now, Sainsbury's have bought Argos and they've integrated that very well. So it kind of makes sense, but whether or not the Competition Commission allow it through and what they will have to give up as a result of the potential deal, that the city may wonder. That being said, it's going to be a tough day for a lot of the short sellers on Sainsbury's because combined with the bid or the merger announcement, Sainsbury's also came out with their numbers, which were pretty strong. So it's an interesting dynamic, and you know, it's Merger Monday. On top of that, it was a 5-star result for Crystal Palace at the weekend.
Thank you very much. In terms of the week ahead, a short week.
Well, obviously it's May Day tomorrow, so a lot of Europe is closed tomorrow, and then next week it's the British bank holiday. So it's going to be reasonably quiet, one would suggest. I think the most amount of economic data is focused on the US. In terms of companies reporting, again, we are looking towards the US for the names like the Apples to report. Last week was a very tech-heavy week from the United States. A lot of companies surprised to the upside. So one would suggest that if we kind of just trundle along again, with the FTSE having broken through the 7,500 level, with the dollar down at 137, there's a lot of
137.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on there, which could tip the markets and continue to drive us higher. You couple that with the likes of the Sainsbury's deal, WPP announcing this morning some restructuring potentially, shares are higher. So there's a lot going on, which will keep investors and traders interested.
And finally, fully invested or not?
Still not, and to be quite frank with you, it's been nice to see the markets retrace from the 7,000 level where we were just a few weeks ago, a mere blink of an eye. But again, I'd like to see some further stability. The volatility that we've seen in the US can continue to decrease, and that will ultimately give us the buying signal that we are going to continue this leg higher. But for now, we are reasonably exposed. There is some huge opportunity value-wise out there, but it's a case of just continue to trundle as opposed to try and sprint.
Tim, on that note, thank you very much indeed.